All right, we are live as promised. John Lopez right here. And what you see in front of you is Ryan Towns, Assistant Director of the CCA Texas S.T.A.R Tournament. Big smile on his face. Just so you guys know, this has never been done ever. And we're a little bit excited and a little bit anxious to see how it goes. And Ryan, I don't think you'll, not even your girl, not even your wife, if you're married, has judged you as much as we're going to all be judging you today, because we're going to be trying to figure things out and looking at all the context clues. We will release, for those who are just tuning in, and we're going to play this audio on the podcast as well. So if you're not able to see us on YouTube and you just subscribe to the podcast, we will play this audio on that as well. So it'll get out to tens of thousands, if not more, people. But Ryan, before we get to the big moment here, I think you might have an announcement about maybe a second redfish that is going to be released today. Let's start right there.
We do. John, I'm very grateful to be here on your show. Thank you for having us. It's the week. It's countdown week. Saturday, May 25th, 6 a.m. S.T.A.R starts. 101 days of tournament action, and we are ready to go. Yes, today we are going to be releasing a red tag redfish right over here. And then also our partners at Lone Star. It's a very special tag. It's their 140th year of being the state beer of Texas. Lone Star 1884 tag. There will be 6 of them up and down the coast. And if you catch it, you are going to win a year's supply of Lone Star beer.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now, is that a year's supply for regular people or a year's supply for me?
Well, we don't know yet. We'll determine that here shortly.
All right, so let's get through some specifics. I want you to answer a couple of questions, then we're going to get to it because I know you have some volunteers there. Chris is behind the camera. Good job, Chris. You're doing well. If you happen to move the camera for our viewers, I don't think anybody's going to complain. Mr. Bob, it's all volunteers. They're helping as well. But let's get a couple of questions for those who are watching. A lot of first-timers that are going to be registering for the S.T.A.R tournament. What have you been doing, and how long have you been doing it, getting these redfish in the water?
We started at the beginning of the month collecting these redfish. There's going to be 120 tagged redfish released up and down the coast, all 600 miles of Texas shoreline. That's one every 5 miles. These tagged redfish, you catch a red tag redfish. The first 5 anglers who catch one win a brand new F-150 for the first time this year. The Texas Ford dealers, you got to thank them so much for this. They realize that this is a family fishing fun tournament. And while we're sitting here, we were looking at the pier over here. There's a mother and daughter out there fishing. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah.
The Texas Ford dealers said, hey, instead of the Super Crew, Super Cap, we're going to upgrade you guys to the Super Crew, 4-door fishing family fun. So the first 5 anglers, that Ford F-150 Super Crew, metallic blue, I'd add you, with the brand new Chris's Marine 23-foot Haney Amigo. It's a Super Cat with the 150 Mercury motor and coastline trailer. The blue tags, we have a 220 Transport SVT raised center console with a 150 horsepower Mercury motor and coastline trailer. So yeah. Don and Chris have done an amazing job on these boats, as well as all of our other boat partners, Shoalwater and Dargle.
Nice. So one every 5 miles, and I think most people viewing and those who are just listening, I can explain. You are not on a boat. You are on a shoreline, and that's part of the fun as well, huh?
John, most of these tagged redfish that we release up and down the coast are released by shore. We want these fish caught. They do no good to us not being caught. You're going to catch them at piers, jetties, boat ramps, causeways, dikes, popular spots in the bay. Really, guys, we release these fish where you go and fish already. So you're next to a fish this Saturday. Make sure you're out there fishing.
All right, let's not leave people waiting anymore. But I will say, for those, and look, you can blame me. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be the bad guy here, but I am going to explain what we're looking at. We're looking at a pier. I see a park bench. I see a little beach. I think I don't know. I don't know, but someone will. Oh wow, we're getting some help from Chris. Out baby Chris. You can have some of my Lone Star when I when I get it. But let's get to it. Let's get to it, Ryan. Let's release the first. Explain what we're doing. We'll talk our listeners who are not viewing through this.
Okay. All right, we're going to go to this front tank right here.
Mm-hmm.
This. All right, you got to remember that these fish have been sitting on pure OT2, so they're going to be a little wild when we pull
It's
one
not
out.
like you've worked it for 10 minutes with the drag. I've heard stories about these guys going all over the place because they're so juiced up and ready. Look at that. Look at that guy. It's ready to go. You got a job, man. Look at you. You got a job right now.
They're live.
Yeah. Oh no, he's ready to go. He's juiced up. These are generally 22 to 25 inch redfish, correct?
Yes, we well, since it's a catch and release program, we are doing mostly, yes, they're mostly 20 to 25 inches.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck with that one. He doesn't seem to like you very much.
No, he doesn't. Okay, we are ready to go.
All right, we're ready to go.
So we're going to walk down here to the shoreline.
Okay. And we got the redfish in the net. For those who are just listening, it is already tagged. And boy, he's not hiding much here. You can kind of see some context clues here going down to the water. But it's a beautiful day, by the way. All right, here we go. That's $120,000 redfish right there, ladies and gentlemen. And it's right by a pier that I see. I see something else on the other side. Might be a little bit of a context clue as well. And
so you catch one of these before Friday. Make sure to
there it goes.
It.
Yeah, so catch it before Friday. Got to release it. And there it goes. All right.
Here you go.
He gone, and he is swimming. You got to get your net. It's getting floating down. Look at that. We're getting all kinds of clues because he lost his net. Where it is. This is going to be an armada. This is going to be. This is going to be an armada out there. All right. As you're walking back to get the Lone Star redfish. Before you release that one, as you're getting him, I want to ask you a couple more questions. But go ahead. We'll talk to you when you get to the trailer. And there, so that one redfish is gone. It's $120,000 redfish in the water. You can see where it is. Now this is the Lone Star you're going to try to get. Now that might be a little challenging, huh?
It will. This one is about 18 inches, but
okay.
It's going to be a good one to get out.
And it has a red tag, if I'm remembering it correctly.
This is going to be a green tag.
Oh, green tag. My bad.
Special 1884 tag.
Mm-hmm. It was smart of you to put him in another ice chest, another bin, to get him going. And this is the Lone Star Beer for Life tagged redfish here.
He's not one to come back.
You're getting all wet. These guys are not messing around.
Oh.
Take your time. I don't think anybody cares. I don't think anyone cares.
You can see the tag, the green tag in them right here.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let this baby go.
All right, let's go get that one out there too. And then I have a couple of questions for you that I know our listeners are going to be wanting to know after we release this Lone Star Beer for Life tag redfish.
Hold on. It's for a year.
For a year. My bad. I said live. My bad.
Maybe one day though.
That's right. That's right. Back to relatively close to the same spot that the last fish was released on. There we go. And he gone too.
He gone.
He gone too. How about that? Look at the cameraman doing God's work, showing us a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's big time right there, Chris. All right, Ryan. A couple of questions for you here that I know our listeners are gonna be wanting to know. When you release these tag fish, you said about 120, correct?
It's correct. There could be 120 released.
Now, generally speaking, as you release these fish, you also track them. You also track them with the tags as they're caught, whether it's not even the year that they're caught, just happen to have a tag on a fish from a previous year or something. So you track them. What has that data told you? And yes, what I'm getting at is trying to help our listeners, as you can probably figure out. What does that data tell you about where these fish are tracking oftentimes?
We do track the data from year to year, from the release spots to the catch spots. Parks and Wildlife, excuse me, on average, a year, if they release 100 fish into this bay system right here, in 1 year, 3 of them will be caught.
Wow. Wow.
So with the 3% annual catch rate, S.T.A.R has anywhere between a 15 and 24% catch rate.
Hey, that redfish kicked your butt.
What that means is this year we're expecting, if we have 120 tag redfish out there, and at 15 to 24%, we're expecting anywhere between 24 and 28, or 18
caught.
and 24 reds caught.
Wow. Wow.
But last year we had, let's see, we had 11 tags certified, but we had 24 caught.
Oh, wow.
Meaning there are anglers out there that caught them that were not registered in the tournament.
Yes.
So you must have a current CCA membership and S.T.A.R entry in order to be eligible. And also with the kids, like this kid out here fishing, the kids fish S.T.A.R for free. And Texas CCA membership is $10.
Yeah.
The kids, every year we give away $325,000 in college scholarships to kids for the Gaff Top and Sheep's Head.
Yeah.
So the first place is $30,000, $20,000. Second place, $15,000, $7,500, and $2,500.
Man, that is so cool. And you guys doing this is so cool. And obviously we need to mention startournament.org to register. 6 a.m. on Saturday all the way through Labor Day. I believe September 2nd is the final day?
September 2nd. 100 more days of tournament action. And John, one more thing.
Yeah.
This year we just crossed over $8.3 million in college scholarships given away since 1995 to these kids.
That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And there are some success stories of those kids coming back with degrees and talking to you guys about they wouldn't have gotten it without the CCA and the S.T.A.R tournament. That's awesome. Last thing, I know you guys are busy. Well, first of all, how many more are you going to be releasing, and when are you going to be releasing?
So we're doing another release tomorrow, and then we have a couple more up and down the coast between here and Friday.
Okay. And then the last thing I was going to ask you about, we always talk about you want these people you want listeners and guys that have registered, girls that have registered, kids that have registered to catch these fish. If you don't give away the prizes, you guys, these prizes are already purchased. I mean, they're already done. So you really want to make sure you give these things away.
It does us no good if they're not caught. And speaking of kids and the tags, if a kid catches a red tag, in lieu of the truck, because they're under 16, the Texas S.T.A.R dealers is going to give them a $25,000 scholarship, but the family gets to keep the 23-foot Haney Amigo.
Not a baby. Not a baby. Hey, I'm going to college, but we're going fishing on spring break. Wins. Yeah, everybody wins. You can go to college and then come fishing on spring break on the new boat.
That's it.
There you go.
Your parents will take care of the boat for you.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, I don't want to keep you. This has been fantastic. Just to reiterate, this will be played on the podcast, so it's going to go out to tens of thousands, if not more people. Obviously, this is the first time this has ever happened. So thank you for including the Bite Me podcast on that. We're big advocates and friends of CCA and the STAR tournament. Anything before we go that you want to just add that maybe we didn't talk about?
I would say have fun out there. Be safe this summer with your families. Sign up for STAR tournament at startournament.org, and make sure to subscribe to the Bite Me podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I will see at least one of those fish you released later. So we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks to the volunteers very much. We need to mention that to you very much.
One more thing. Let me show the volunteers, which make up the lifeblood of CCA.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
And Mr. Bob right here.
All right. How about that? That looks like a little oak tree. We're not even looking at you two guys, by the way. We're looking at the backgrounds. So it looks like a little road back there. I'm sure you're handsome fellas, but we're looking at all the stuff behind you. All right, man. Listen, this has been fantastic. Thanks for including us. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of great feedback on this, and let's do it again, man.
Let's do it. We'll schedule it next year.
All righty.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you.